Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the eLEAP Byte-Size workshop today. This is the first Byte-Size workshop by me this semester. And starting from this semester, we will use the new version of eLEAP for the whole UNIMAS. Okay? So later on, I will do a little walkthrough to see the new features, the new layout of our new eLEAP. Yeah? But the topic today will be interactive online learning. Okay, how to create interactive online learning with the H5P features in eLEAP. Right. But before that, I would like to recap some of the blended learning checklists, criteria, and so on in order for us to achieve the BL status for our courses. So to recap, blended learning checklist is originally intended to supplement your in-class lectures and tutorials. So currently we utilize eLEAP more than 80% of the time for our teaching and learning. Due to the pandemic, we do synchronous, we do asynchronous class instead of face-to-face. Yeah? So we use eLEAP 80% of the time for our assignment submission, for our resources, for our quizzes, and so on. Yeah. So there are 4 sections to be evaluated in order for us to get the BL practitioner status for our course. The minimum number of items required for each section is indicated. I will show you the list after this. So you can evaluate yourself on the level of achievement by calculating how many items that you have for each sections that you have created or used in your course page. Okay, so fulfilling the minimum number indicates that you are practicing BL, blended learning approach, for your course in the specified semester. Okay, so let's look through what are the criteria and the section. So the first section is course information. So this one we are required to at least show the course outline, talk, write in the page, then tell the students what is the code, the course name, and what is the course generally about. Okay, or you can just put your course outline and the course schedule calendar for the semester. Okay. So you can do your self-evaluation if you have this, make sure you have this by the end of the semester before the evaluation by count. Okay. Second section are the content resources. This is very easily achievable just by having our lecture notes on the site. So we need to have a course notes or self-recorded published multimedia content. Okay, now we do a lot of videos, so these are counted as self-recorded multimedia content. Link to external embedded materials such as journal articles, web pages, ebooks as supplementary resources, like extra reading or links to supplementary resources for extra reading. Okay, links to multimedia files as supplementary resources. This one, let's say you teach programming, you can have a lot of links to multimedia outside source of videos. Yeah? There are a lot of great teaching videos as supplementary material, and you can just curate this list and add into your eLEAP page. Okay. Links to content from social media sites as supplementary resources. Links to other related course page on the LMS like Schoology, Model Open Learning, MOOC, okay, and so on. Okay, so a tip to do this, but for content is not really hard to achieve the numbers lah. But I will go to activity and assessment. So the tip to have the minimum number for activities and assessment is sometimes you use quiz for activity. So quiz is a form of assessment, but if you do it for activities, like if you want to test the students' knowledge right after the class and so on, don't forget to label it as activity. Okay, so this will be counted as activity if you label it properly. Okay, so that's the tip. So for activities, we can do forum. This is pretty much standard lah. A lot of course do forum. Chat in eLEAP or use Web 2.0 tools like Padlet and provide the links or embed in the course page. You can also label activities like ice-breaking activity ka, or test activity colon with test your understanding, something like this. Okay, so another type of activities you can have choice for lab session. Okay, feedback by the students after each class. I think in the new eLEAP has this rating feedback, yeah? And maybe we can explore that. Questionnaire, survey, group selection for group member selection that is listed in the course. Web 2.0 tools like Google Form, SurveyMonkey, and so on. Okay, so if you put the links, just link inside the eLEAP, sometimes when it is evaluated, it may be overlooked. So don't forget to label it as activity. Okay. Reflection items like journal, database, or you can use Padlet, you can use dot storming. Okay, I haven't used that, but Padlet is the most common one here. Content curation together with the students. Okay, you can use wiki. We have wiki in eLEAP, glossary, and the H5P. We will talk about H5P after this lah. Because H5P is one of the latest addition in eLEAP, and it enables interactivity between the instructors and the students. Okay, mind mapping or other activities. So in this case, other activities, please specify. You have that's the importance of labeling whatever you put as activity. So activity is the minimum is three. You need to have 3 activities as minimum. So make sure there are 3 activity label like activity 1, activity 2, activity 3. That's the easiest way to label your activities, because a lot of times this is the hardest section to fulfill. Usually lecturers miss 1 activity, they only have 2, but when we need to recheck, you actually inform your BL representative that you have more than 3 activities. But then in your course page, it does not reflect that. So label your activities. And the last section is assessment. So the most common one used is the assignment submission link, file submission. Or we can also put external online storage like Dropbox and Padlet as well. And quiz, the most common one as well for assessment, is counted as 1, and other forms of assessment. So for assessment, the minimum we need to achieve is only 2. Okay, so the activity is the one that has affected your BL status. Okay, a lot of no status comes from lack of activities, but sometimes it's not lack of activities. You didn't label them. I did that as well. All right. So what is H5P? So the name of H5P, the full name, is HTML5 package. So it's a short form. It's a plugin tool that helps produce and run interactive content and interactive videos within your LMS. In our case, LMS is eLEAP. It is a simple way to create and share rich and interactive web content. H5P is modular, meaning you can build as you go along. It's modular, meaning you can add in to the element, and consists of several content types and applications specially designed for use in e-learning. So H5P in eLEAP is targeted for instructors, instructional designers, course creators, and of course the audience, the learners. Yeah? So the benefits of H5P is that it is mobile friendly, especially in this condition now. It is important that our elements, our materials are actually mobile friendly. More and more students are using phones and tablets to access learning content anywhere, anytime. Okay. Content can be edited directly in a browser if you're using H5P. No technical skills or downloads necessary. So it's a great benefit lah. Okay. It's streamlined for the use of openly licensed content such as Creative Commons. Content can be reused, adapted, and shared. There are some social media sharing option if you create a H5P element or content. Yeah, it is free. You can get started in 5 minutes. Okay, so some other benefits of H5P is that they can improve learning outcomes by having engaging interactive content. You can use it for teamwork. So they have to fill in some sort of meeting notes and so on. Okay, you can use that. We have a lot of elements for that. Gamification for the learning, graphical enrich with media, and also micro learning. So micro learning means you use H5P for certain units in your lesson plan. Okay. All right, I will show you where to find the content types, the examples, the one you can edit after this. It's in h5p.org. And then we will cover briefly on how to create, where to put it, and then how to publish it in our eLEAP. So this is our new eLEAP page. So you can see here the changes in the navigation, and this one looks better in terms of intuitiveness and the design, the overall design. So you can see at the left side here are the our dashboard, our courses, okay, and then the ones that we used to see below here are now at the right side of our eLEAP page. So for example, you click your course, okay, you can see the right side here, the edit settings, the course administration menus, okay, settings, the backup and import the question bank links, and so on. All right. So these are the links that we were familiar with. We are familiar with. Okay. So today, for today's workshop, I'm introducing you to this link here, which is called Content Bank. So in here you can see, you can create, you can add, or you can upload the H5P elements, right? So before we go into this, I would like to show you where you can find the H5P resources for your templates, for your reference. Yeah? Okay, so this is where you go to see these templates. It's h5p.org. So we have here examples and downloads, the documentation, and so on. And you can be familiar with the elements that you are interested in. Okay, so H5P integrations are basically with most of the LMS. So ours one is Moodle, right? So let's see the examples and downloads here. So all of these are actually in our eLEAP. So you have to know the suitability of elements that you want to use in your course. So if you want to make a lecture, you can use this one, course presentation. You can convert your slides and make it interactive. Yeah? So you can actually ask questions in in between the slides. So for example, here, let's see, this is a slide by Barry, and this is the timeline. So here, when you see a circle, it is small tasks that you want students to do after reading previous slides and so on. So for example, this is the first slide. It's about cloudberry, and these are the characteristics and so on. And then when students go next, there is a question before they proceed to the next slide. So this one is this one enables the student to go forward, but you can actually disable, meaning the students needs to answer first before getting to the end of the slide. Okay, so let's see. Answer the question. Wrong. Okay, let's just choose. Right. So if the students did not get anything right, or did get all correct and so on, it will show here at the star. So this star, you can choose to count as participation, or however you want it to in your course. Okay, but it can be used for the students to test if they focus or not in the reading the slides. So they can retry, and then you can also show a solution. Then go next. Okay. Okay, and then go to the next slide. So you can have here jump to blueberries, meaning you can have a link in these slides to jump to other slides, skipping the some few slides, skipping a few slides ahead. Okay, and this one. Okay, so the end of the slides can list down all of the tasks and how many that did the students get correct. Okay, so this is an example of interactive presentation. For now, you cannot auto-convert. You cannot just put in your slide and it will become into this form. We need to actually do it from scratch for now. I've searched that there is no import form whatsoever. So we need to actually curate our content before the semester starts. Okay, but it is a good example. Yeah? So let's see another one. This is video. This is also a very good one. And this one can be used with the videos that we have already. If we use videos in our previous semesters for asynchronous learning, we can upload this one, and we can have a interactive session. After watching few minutes, students are asked some questions. What kind of berry is this? Check. Continue. And then continue watching the video. And then when it comes to the second question, we will pause. Okay. I like what was added so far. So I saw strawberries. Okay. So this enables the student to really focus before getting to the next question. And you can also disable going forward if the students have an answer. Right? Okay. Okay, so this is a tip. So you see here the difference between questions. Unanswered question is a circle without a fill. Answered questions are colored inside, and this small dot here is a tip. Nothing, not a question, just a statement or information about the video. Summary. This one students need to choose. Okay, and then continue, and the results will be shown at the end of the video. So there is some settings here. So the students can actually use this like a YouTube video thing where they can change the pace of the video and so on. So this is an example of interactive video. Okay, so there are a lot of this one that we can actually explore. Yeah, image choice, image hotspot. So this is also a great one where we have image and then you want to explain each part of the image. Okay, so this avoids the you can also attach a video as an information. This is from YouTube, so it can avoid the normal presentation, flat PowerPoints, and you can add on some, what do you call it, some the interactive values and the interactiveness for the students to enjoy your presentation. Okay, we have been going through the online learning for a while now, so we know, like me, I've gotten some feedbacks that some improvements on my lecture notes, what can be done. The students have suggested some interactiveness. So rather than doing the quiz that they will not attempt in one slide, so we do it something, we can apply something like this to ensure them to do so. We can also see the results of the attempts. All right, so let's go into the content bar. Okay, so this is we can upload if we have the H5P, and we can also add from scratch. Okay, so let's see. Let's say I want to put in the interactive video as my content. So this is the step-by-step. The eLEAP will actually guide you what to put in, what to set, yeah, and it will guide you through the most important features of the interactive video editor. So let's you can click next to be guided, or if you think you are able to do the content without guided or without the guides, it's okay, it's fine also. So title, let's say business news example. Okay, click below to add a video you wish to use. I will be using my own video. So let's copy this link here. Add the video, enter as a YouTube source, or you can upload from your computer, it's fine. And insert. All right, so this is step one. You can edit copyright, put the title, or hide the title, or post the image. Okay. So image displayed before the user launches the video does not work for YouTube video. So it's fine if you have your own video from your PC, then you can have the thumbnail image, the poster image. Yeah? All right, so the second step is to add interactions. So the interactive video is so much faster from using the slides, because the slides you need to create from scratch, because there is no import, something like this, there's no import slides into the H5P element. Okay, so these are the options of what you want to add in: label, text, some other image, statements. These are the questions: single choice set, multiple choice, true false, fill in the blanks, drag and drop. So many options. Even the single choice set pun dah cukup, is enough to actually have the students to focus on the video. Crossroads, navigation hotspots. Okay, so let's say you want to click to add the bookmark at the time. Okay, for example, still watching. All right, let's say I want to create the bookmark here, and question 1. Okay, so here at this bookmark, okay, at question 1, I want to add, click the bookmark, choose that bookmark, or you can create the bookmarks first. Okay, let's say, all right, bookmark 2, question 2, enter, and then drag some more, right, and have bookmark 3, question 3. Okay, so you can add your questions by clicking the bookmark sign here, choose which one, let's say question 1, and choose your element up here, which type of interactions you want to add into the video. For example, I want to use true and false. Okay, so if button, it will show a circle. The students need to click on the button. If poster, the question will play directly on top of the video. So I will choose poster and pause. The poster will automatically enable the pause video option. Okay, so full score is required. Full score required option requires the pause is enabled. Okay, so if you choose button, you can also choose to pause or not pause the video. But if you choose the poster, it will automatically select this. Okay, all right. So true, false, true, false. Media, media question. Okay, correct answer, true. Behavior setting. Okay, this one you can choose which one you want. So enable retry if you want, I don't want. Let's say I take that out. Enable show solution button, okay, no problem. Feedback, feedback, okay. Adaptability, require full score for task before proceeding. Meaning selagi, okay, as long as the students, if the students cannot get it right, they cannot proceed in the video, okay. So I will choose that, done. Okay, and then this one you can also edit, resize, and put it wherever you want. Okay, I want to put it in the center of the video. So let's play. So you can see here there is a small circle already, meaning you have the question in the video but not answered yet. So let's play. Okay, so the question appears, the video is paused, and let's say the student answered wrongly. cannot preview. Okay, we will preview later on. Okay. So you can continue adding your question. Okay. Here and at the, let's say the final one, I want to add a question. Single choice. Oh, the same. And you can actually adjust the display time. Okay. Okay. So let's say I only want to add one question in this video. It's a short video, for example. Okay. And the behavioral setting, you can also set do some settings on the video. Autoplay, yes. Loop, no. We have to think about the students' data as well. So I don't think on the loop. Override show solution. Override retry button. Okay, this one, everything. Let's leave it as it is. And click save. Okay. So this is the preview. So this is the preview. Alright, so let's play it here. Let's see the quiz pop-up. Okay, so let's say the students answered wrongly. I didn't say. Something. Okay. So let's see the question pop-up. Okay. So let's say the students answered wrongly. Check. There's no way to go forward. Okay. So when the students try to click somewhere else, you need to answer all the questions correctly before continuing. So this is if you enable the all correct answers before proceeding into the video. So show solution boleh. So the students need to retry to go forward. Check. And then there's a continue button. Okay. So you can disable the show solution as well. So they have to think on the answers correctly. So that one is a simple example, but if you have like multiple choice, they need to answer correctly with thinking on the answer lah. Okay, so we have our content. If you want to edit anything, you can just click edit and go back to that screen where you can add interactions and so on. Okay. Optional summary quiz will appear at the end of the video. Okay, there is some items that we want to fill in, okay, but it is optional. So let's say I didn't put that in. Okay, let's see. So there is no statement slide. Okay, it just shows the other videos that the students can watch. So I think it's a good practice if we put the summary task. Okay, choose the correct statement, meaning there is this slide is for the students to choose to summarize what they have learned in that video. Okay, choose the correct statement. There are three types of relationship. Let's see, I'm just giving an example. Relationship, consistency, attention. Okay, and will do that. Okay. So the first statement is the correct one. They will shuffle this one, but list the correct one as the first statement, okay, as the answer. So let's say done, save. And let's see the video at the end of the slide. Okay, there is a circle here. It means that some interactivity is added. Okay, open summary dialog. Choose the correct statement. Right? Okay, so we can also check this option, prevent skipping forward in a video. So with this option, the student needs to go through the whole thing before before going to the next module, the next topic. Okay, they need to go through the whole video in order to learn the content that you created. Okay, all right. So when you have your content, it's not automatically inside your eLEAP. Okay. All right. So after you are done creating your content, it will be displayed in this content list. Yes. And when it's listed here, it's not automatically, it doesn't automatically appear in your course page. You have to add in, like you add your lecture notes, like you add your other videos and so on. Okay. So how do we want to do that? Okay. You have your H5P element. Go to this setting button here, click it and download it. Okay, you have to download your element first and then go to your page. For example, I want to put it in here. Okay, so you can add on in any topic, any week you want. So this is the where we put in stuff. Yeah. So you can see the button here. Find the H5P button, click on it, and upload your downloaded H5P file just now. Okay, so I have mine here. Okay, upload this file. Insert H5P. Okay, type something business. Save changes. Okay, now it is displayed in your page. Okay, and I cannot navigate because I have disabled the navigation just now. So there is no slider, and the student have to watch the video and then wait for the video to ask them questions as an interactivity element. Okay, so this is how you can actually add your an interactivity element, however small, but it is something new for us and for the students. All right, so let me quickly show you the how to create the interactive slides using the course presentation element. All right, for some of the element, there will be these two links. Yeah, the first one is the example. It will bring you back to h5p.org. Okay, example of usage. Another one is tutorial. So this is a very helpful guide for you to create your items, your elements, your content, I mean. Okay, so everything is here. How to use each of the H5P element. You can refer when you want to use the specific element lah. Okay, all right, so this is the canvas that you will work on. You will create your element. Like I said before, you cannot import your slides directly inside this element, but I can recommend the fastest way to do it is to convert each of your slides to image and then put attach the image in each of the slides here. Okay, so let's say our first slide is basics. Okay, so all right, so for example, these are the bullet points that we usually put in our slides. Let's see, number 2, DEF. This is just example. Okay, some other formatting here, bullet points. Okay, okay, so it is fancier if you want, if you use image, your original slide, convert to image. There are a lot of converters out there online. It can automatically convert all of your slides. So if you have 30-40 slides, that will help you to do it faster instead of converting yourself one by one. Okay, so let's save. Like the image just now, you can resize, you can position your text. Okay, so where to put the interactivity? So not like the video. The video we have to bookmark the minutes, but for slides you are working on each slide at a time. Okay, so you can directly add the interactivity element on which slides that you want, that you are working on. So here is how you add a new slide. So you look at the progress bar here, add new slide, so it becomes 3 slides. So let's say you want to put the interactivity on the second slide. So you choose the second slide and okay, fill in the blanks. For example, fill in the blanks. This is the text block. And then the blanks are added with an asterisk in front and behind of the correct word. Okay, the letter after C is, okay, this is the answer. Okay, so alternative answers are separated with forward slash. You may add a textual tip using colon in the front of the tip. So this is an example. Okay. Okay, so let's have this as the question example. All right. So we cannot preview this yet until you save the element. Okay, so this is the slides. So the one with interactivity element has the circle like the video as well. And if it's answered, it becomes a filled circle. Okay. So for this slide, for the slide feature, they have automatically added the summary slides at the end of the presentation. Okay. Okay, so like the video as well, the slides does not automatically appear in your course page. So we have to add, okay, have to add, and to add that, you have to download your H5P element and then go back to your topic. I mean, your course page, right? And add another one, H5P here, browse. Okay, insert. Okay, save. And now it will appear on your page. So this is the slide. Okay, so we can try. Okay, so it's wrong. So this one is, this option can be set in the behavior of the element. You can choose not to show these two, not to have retry button, or you can choose to have it. Okay, so if you click the show solution, it will give you the correct answer. Okay, we have so many things inside eLEAP that we haven't actually explored. So you can play around with the interactive content. Course presentation is the one with the slide. You need to create your own landscape. Okay, fill in the blank, find hotspots, guess the answer. Yeah, image hotspots. Okay, multiple choice, quiz, and so on. There are a lot of elements, contents. Yeah? I haven't explored all of this yet, but the one that I demoed just now is the one that we are familiar with, and we already have the video. Okay, you can actually upload your WebEx lecture video from previous SEM and use it for the content. But I would advise you to edit into chunks, into bite size. So like 5 6 minutes per short video, so the students can actually focus and answer the questions. Right? Okay, so that's all for sharing today. Now we can create our own H5P element, and if you have any questions, you can directly ask me in this session. Okay, thank you.